All right. So Max, Weber, and Austin. So we have M, everybody's labeling, M, W, and A. Remember, there's lots of ways to do it. Max shot 3 times as many baskets as Weber. So somebody tell me 3x for what? Max. So I have to label X somewhere. X is Weber. That is correct. All right. Now, again, I don't recommend you writing 3x first. I recommend that you label the person who's unknown X and then the relationship from the other person based off of X. Then it says, Austin shot 12 more than Weber. So Austin would just be what? That wasn't hard. X plus 12. There shouldn't be blank spaces on your paper. Everybody should be able to have done that problem, at least set it up. All right, it shouldn't be white paper there. Now it said, Max and Austin shot the same number of baskets. So what is the equation? Tell me. Allie, go. Where's Max? 3x. Shot the same number as. And what do I do from there? Max and Austin shot the same number. Equals. So where do I put the equals? Yes, come on, you can do that. Now, that was not that hard. Right? Jackson, come on now, stop daydreaming. And now, of course, everybody be able to mentally do that problem. Everybody in here should be able to say, well, X is just what? 6. Everybody should be able to look at that and say X is 6. I don't have to put minus X anymore. I can just say in my head, 3X minus X is what? 2X. And then 2 times what is 12, right? 2X equals 12, X equals 6. So now I know that X equals 6. How many baskets did each person shoot? So now you would say Max shot how many? 18 is Max. And Weber is how much? And Austin is how much? 18. All right, those are your answers. All right, Max, Weber, Austin. What?
How do you get like the 18?
So what does X equal? So what does that say? Yes. You see it now, right? So after you figure it out, you plug that number into the parts. All right. Here we go. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are consecutive even integers. Find the lengths of the longest side if it is 20 feet shorter than the perimeter. Yeah, now you understand why I asked you to write things down. Right? If you don't write it down, you can't just divide by 3 and get the answer now. All right. So in my opinion, again, you should just make yourself a triangle. And how do I represent consecutive evens, did we say? X, then what? X plus 2, and then what? X plus 4. All right, so now we set it up. So it says, find the lengths of the longest side if it is, what is it referring to? The longest side. If it, what? The longest side. What is the longest side? X plus 4 is the longest side. And what's true? That it is, how do I say is? Equals. Now, how do I write 22 feet shorter? Minus 22. 22 feet shorter than what? The perimeter. So what does perimeter mean? Add them all up. Now, come on, it's embarrassing. I don't have to write X plus 2 plus X plus 4. How many X's am I looking at? 3X. And then when you add the numbers, thank you. Bless you. There you have it, guys. Is everybody good with that? Okay, so now 6 minus 22. Come on, what is that? How much? Negative 16. All right, now you're just solving. All right, I like to keep the x's positive, so I'm going to subtract x. What's 3x minus 1x? 2x. Now I have to add 16. 4 plus 16, 20. So what does x equal? X equals 10. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Find the lengths of the longest side. So what's the length of the longest side? 14 is the answer. All right, and put 14 feet. That's your answer. Okay, what? Good for you. Same thing Molly asked. What does x equal? No. What does x equal? 10, right? Which one is the longest side? Which one is the longest side? Look at the triangle. X. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, right? You have to be careful. Makes sense. Okay, yes.
Isn't it like all the sides of the triangle out to 180?
Those would be the measure of the angles, not the sides. That's all right. Everything is good. All right, here we go. Check out number 7. James' salary starts at $16,000 per year with an annual raise of $1,500. Abby's starting salary is $19,300 with an annual raise of $950. After how many years will the two be earning the same salary? I don't think this was that hard to set up. So what is James's salary? How much? 16,000 plus what? Plus 1,500? Say it. Yes, 1,500x. X is the number of years that he's going to be working. Everybody good with that? And then we have Abby. What's her salary? 19,300 plus 950x. I don't think that was that hard. Everybody agreeing with me on that? Now, what do I do with the salaries? They equal each other. We want to know when they're equal. So now we just say 16,000 plus 1,500x equals 19,300 plus 950x. Now you have your handy dandy calculator out because I know the numbers are too big for my babies. And so what do we do? Subtract 950. When I subtract 950, I get what? 550x. And then what do I do? Subtract 16,000. Bless you. 3,300. And now what? X equals 6 years. After 6 years, they'll be making the same amount of money. Tell me. Well, because, listen to me. This is understanding this part. Every year, generally, you get a what? A raise. You with me? Now, that's how it just works in the business world or in, every year you work with somebody, you're supposed to be worth a little bit more. So they pay you a little bit more. You with me? So right now they're saying every year that you work, I'm going to give you a $1,500 raise. You with me? So every year you get $1,500 extra. Good now? Yeah. All right. Okie doke. Number 8, Definitely challenging. All right, everybody needs to look at this one. Now, hopefully you understand what I mean. It gets harder. A 2,000 liter tank contains 550 liters of water. So I'm making myself a tank. Is the tank full? Nope, it's not full. So in here is my water. And how much water is in here? 550 liters, but it holds how much? It holds 2,000 liters. All right. And it's being filled with water at a rate of 75 liters per minute. So what's going into the tank? 75 what? Liters every what? Every minute. So after 10 minutes, there's going to be an extra what? 750 liters in there, correct? Is everybody understanding that? All right. Now, it's being filled from what? How many? What's this tank? Yeah, in this tank right here, there is 1,600 liters. And I'm dumping that into here. So does everybody see that the 75 liters is coming from the what? From the 1,600. So listen to me now. After 1 minute, how much is going to be in the tank on the left? No. How much water is there going to be in the tank on the left after 1 minute? Right, you're supposed to say 550 plus 75. Then how much is going to be the tank on the right? 1,600 minus 75. Does everybody agree with that? After 2 minutes, you're going to add another what? And you're going to do what over here? That's right. And I want the tanks to eventually be equal. Do you agree eventually they will be equal? So now who can write the equation for that? Tell me. Hold up, 550 plus 75x.
And then equals 1,600 minus 75x.
You are amazing. Look at that, please. And that just came about just simply because I was drawing it out and I didn't know how to write it. So I just pictured 75 going from one tank to the other. After every minute, one tank is gaining what? 75, while the other tank is what? Losing 75. All right, so now you should know how to solve this. So we're going to do what? Plus 75. So that becomes 150x. And then what? Minus 550. So that becomes 1,050. So then what? X equals 7 what? Yes, 7 minutes it will take for the tanks to have the same amount. Everybody good with that? All right, that was tricky. Hopefully you're getting it. All right, number 9 was fun too. All right, here we go. I see some blank papers. All right, let's take a look now. I don't know, what did I tell you to do? Okay, that's good then. All right, now number 9. All right, everybody read number 9 real quick and then write what I want you to write down, and then we'll start looking at it. All right, organize your thoughts. Okay, now for us. Okay. There are three things involved. What's involved here? A boat, the motor, and the trailer. Everybody should be able to do that. Now, the boat weighs 1,500 more than its motor. So the boat weighs 1,500 pounds more than the motor. So that's a relationship. So there's got to be an X somewhere. Luca, where am I putting the X?
With the.
I've only read two things so far. With the motor, right? You can put X with the motor. So then what would the boat weigh? X plus 1,500. Now here is the hard part. Here is the hard part. The boat weighs 1,500 more than its motor and 1,900 pounds more than the trailer. So I want someone to tell me what the trailer weighs. Tell me. X minus 1,900. So what you're telling me is that the trailer weighs 1,900 pounds less than the motor. Right, but that's what you would say because X represents the what?
I made my boat X.
Hold on a minute. Tell me. Exactly. The trailer can be X minus 400. Please tell me how you did that. Right. The boat weighs more than the trailer, 1,900 more. So basically what I want to show you is the boat weighed 1,500 or X plus 1,500. The trailer weighs 1,900 less than that. So minus 1,900. The trailer weighs less than the boat by 1,900 pounds. Does everybody agree with that? And then if I simplify this, this just becomes minus 400. That was great. Very, very good, actually. All right. And Trey said something important too. So Trey, what did you say?
X was the boat.
So he let X be the boat. Then the motor would be what?
Plus, or no, it'd be minus 1,500.
How do I write that?
X minus 1,500.
X minus 1,500. And then
X minus 1,900.
that is exactly correct. Those are two options right there. It makes no difference to me how you do it. You're going to get the same answer. Does X represent the same thing in both situations? No, it does not. Does not. So that really, really was good. Either way you think about it, you'll get the same answer. Either way you think about it, you will get the same answer. All right. Now it says here, and because we started with this one, we're going to use this information. Together, the boat and the motor. Well, what do the boat and the motor weigh together? No. What do the boat and the motor weigh together right now? 2X plus 1,500. That's the boat and the motor. They weigh that much. Together, they weigh what? 5 times the trailer. So equals what? 5, what? X minus 400. There you have it. 5 times X minus 400. Tell me, good for you. You got a question?
Wait, so you got 2X because you counted how many?
So we added the boat and the motor. So it was the boat plus the motor equals 5 times the trailer. You with me? So what's the boat and the motor? X plus 1,500 plus x equals 5 times x minus 400. Is that a better explanation?
Yeah, but why didn't you, what about the trailer?
The trailer weighs x minus 400.
Oh,
So that's why this is 5 times that. All right, so now we're going to solve that out real quick. So 2x plus 1500 equals 5x minus 2000. So it looks to me like 3x is equal to 3500. And so x is equal to, it was 0.66, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be 2/3 pounds. So what does x represent? The motor, all right? So the motor, and that's pounds for the motor. Now, we don't care about anything but the what? The boat, right? So what do I have to do to figure out what the boat weighs?
that plus 1500.
That plus 1500. So what is that plus 1500?
1,166.
Say it again.
1,166 and 2/3.
Plus 1500. What is that? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, 2,666.
Is that right? 2,666 and 2/3 pounds. And if you put on your test 0.67, I don't care. If you put 0.6 repeating, I don't care. All right. This is the main thing. I don't care about the answers as much as I care about the explanation. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Now, number 10. Here we go. Show that it is impossible for the sum of 3 consecutive positive numbers. Notice it says 3 consecutive positive. That means they can't be what? They can't be negative. All right, so how do I write consecutive numbers again?
1, 2, or 2, 4.
Think about it. Say it again. Cole.
X plus 1, X plus 2.
Thank you, sir. X plus 1, and X plus 2. Those are consecutives. So it says, show that the sum. So what does the sum equal here? 3x plus 3. Come on now. If you can't look at that and say 3x plus 3, just tell me. Anybody have a problem with the sum being 3x plus 3? Is equal to x plus 200. Thank you. X plus 200. So now if I solve that, 2x is equal to 197. And if I divide that by 2, I get 98.5, I believe. Is 98.5 an integer? No. So 98.5 is not an integer. Therefore, it's no good, or it doesn't work. That's not possible. Yes.
Would that be no solution?
Yeah, it is no solution. That's exactly correct. All right. Now, again, I see some of you are working. All right. Organizing, neater. All right. Don't write all over the place. Organize your thoughts. Here we go. Number 11 should be easier. 1/2 a number. How do I write 1/2 a number? 1/2 x. Let's go. Plus 16. Wow. Equals. Now, how do I write 4 less than? Minus 4. That's what I want you to be able to tell me. Minus 4. Yes. 2/3 x minus 4. All right. Now, the reason why I did this because I just want to help you with your calculator real quick. So here we go. I'm going to add 4. Obviously, that's what? 20. All right. Now, on your test, sometimes I just make obnoxious fractions just to see if you can use your calculator. So on your calculator, listen to me. It's just 2/3 minus 1/2. So you literally go 2 divided by 3 minus 1 divided by 2. All right, you don't have to put parentheses. Just do that for me. And it comes out to be a decimal. And then you hit math, enter, enter, and it converts it to a fraction. 2/3 minus 1/2 is what? 1/6. And I'm expecting everybody to be able to use your calculator. What?
How do you do the fraction again?
Divided by. Hit the divided by button. 2 divided by 3. That's what a fraction is. Shh, shh. 2 divided by 3 minus 1 divided by 2. Enter. All right. Now, that's to me the quickest way. And then you do math, enter, enter. However, I want everybody, just to make sure you're getting the practice in, I want everybody to hit alpha, y equals, and then if you hit enter, the fraction button comes up. And then type in 2/3, then go to minus, alpha y equals, enter again, and then type in 1/2, and then hit enter. And then it'll automatically make it a what? It'll automatically make it a fraction. Now, I promise you, if you're not doing this on your calculator, you're making a mistake. Does everybody understand how to use their calculator now with fractions? Very nice. It's very nice and very helpful. All right. So now, how do I get rid of the 1/6? Multiply by the reciprocal. So x equals what? How much? 120. Thank you. X equals 120. What? You have an extra plus here. Anytime there's an error, if it says go to, just go to the error and it'll tell you what the error is on your calculator. All right. Now here we go. Number 12. The rectangle and the square shown below have the same perimeter. All right. It has the same perimeter. So someone, please, who's doing a little bit of thinking, tell me what the perimeter of the square is. 12x. Anybody have a problem with the perimeter of the square being 12x? Equals. Now, let me give you a little heads up. The perimeter of a rectangle, it's always easier to just add the length and width and then multiply by 2. So what's 3x plus x? Plus 1. So we write 4x plus 1, and then we multiply that by 2. And so now let's solve that equation. 12x equals 8x plus 2. 4x equals 2. So x equals what? Yes, not 2. X equals 1/2. Now we got to answer the question. Find the dimensions of each figure. So the square side is 3x. So what is the square's dimension? 3/2. That's what I would want you to say. 3/2. Right? And this would be 3/2. What? What is x? What's 3 times 1/2? 3/2. Very good.
I know how to do that too, but like.
Because I told you it's better, fractions are
I know,
better.
but why do you need it? What do you do?
I read the directions. It says find the dimensions of each figure. It didn't say what is x. So I'm calculating the dimensions of the rectangle. Now I'm going to calculate the dimensions of the, I did the square, now I'm going to do the rectangle. So the rectangle is 3/2 plus 1. All right. So the rectangle is going to be 5/2 by 1/2. What?
12x equals 8x plus 2 to 4x equals.
Are you having trouble with 12 minus 8?
Oh.
And then 2 divided by 4, right?
I still don't get the dimensions.
So here's what I want you to tell me. What does x equal? So I'm looking for the dimensions of the square,
Dimensions and like,
the length and the width. That's all dimensions mean.
oh,
That's all it means, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't know that. You with me? So when somebody says the dimensions, they just want what's the length, what's the width. All right, everybody good with that?
is it okay?
Yep, thank you for asking. That is perfect, just the way I like it. Go. All right. Now, what time's the bell ring?
10:08.
10:08. Okay. So listen, with that, guys, I think I've done a good job. All right. So again, I cannot stress how much, if you're not trying, you're not going home and at least writing something down. Don't come to class and just copy them down, because I'm not going to be copying down when the test is in front of you. You're not going to be able to do that. All right. I don't care about they're so hard I can't do it. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me if you go home and you just don't even try it, because you know I'm going to put the answers up on the board. So what's the point? All right. You're supposed to struggle a little bit. All right. So I want you to struggle with 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, wow. Just try them all. All right. I'm not expecting to, you're going to run into problems. Write some information down on each problem, and then we'll come in and we'll finish it up tomorrow. All right. We'll finish it up tomorrow. Try. All right. 13 through 19. Give it a shot. Yes.
For number 12, how'd you get 5/2?
What's 3 times 1/2 plus 1? What's 2.5 the same as? Well, look at my answer.
Oh. Sorry. Let's study decimals more than fractions.
No, you should do fractions more than you should do decimals.